Tonight we're cooking on the greatest grill of the Gulf South, the Old Smokey. Oh yeah. Don't want to miss this one. And it's a weeknight too. It's a Wednesday night when I'm doing this. Hey, I'm Big Lou, and you're watching Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. And today we're going to be cooking on the Old Smokey Grill. It's a weeknight, and the sun is setting. It's late October. We're going to change to standard time. Thank goodness. I like standard time in a couple weeks, but it's still getting the dark a lot earlier. I got home from work. This is an easy weeknight meal. It's a Wednesday night, and we're cooking chicken and rice. Now, that's a comfort food, all right? But there's lots of different variations of it, you know? And if you type in chicken and rice to YouTube, you're gonna get all kind of variations. Now, one variation I really like is sort of the Latin American style called arroz con pollo, which translates to rice with chicken. And there's several varieties of that as well. If you want to see my latest video where I made arroz con pollo, okay, it'll be in the iCard right about there. All right, and I'll have it linked down below. But this is chicken and rice, chicken and mushroom rice. If you don't like mushrooms, you can do this with cream of celery soup and celery instead of mushrooms. I've done it that way, and it's really good. Has more of a chicken soup flavor to it than that umami mushroom flavor. All right, sun setting back there. Look at that beautiful sunset over there. That's Texas, okay? Where that's, yes, Texas is like due west of me here. Anyway, I'm in Louisiana. Yeah. Ooh, lightning's coming. Gotta get this cooked, y'all. Hey, easy weeknight meal. I'm using canned soup. I didn't make the mushroom soup. I did make the chicken stock, but I had it frozen already in my refrigerator. If you want to use store-bought chicken broth or chicken stock, do that, okay? Or if you just want to mix up bouillon and water, you can do that too, all right? It's good that way as well. You need some mushrooms. You can use jarred mushrooms. I'm using fresh tonight, but sometimes I use jarred for this. And this reminds me of a chicken and mushroom dish that my grandmother used to make when I was a kid. She made it in a Pyrex dish in her oven. I make this a lot of times on the grill, but I've also made it in this pan or in a cast iron skillet in my oven as well, sometimes even in a Dutch oven. All right, Uncle Steve's shake is good in this. I've got the Uncle Steve's bird powder on the chicken. I started with 4 leg quarters. Now, sometimes I use a whole chicken and I'll cut that whole chicken up into 8 pieces, but I got 4 leg quarters. I cut it into thighs and legs, so that's 8 pieces right there, right? Yeah, 8. Yeah, hold on. I was educated in Mississippi. Yeah, that's 8. Okay. I put the Uncle Steve's bird powder on the chicken, and we're using the original. All right. You can make me one of these with my label on it. All right. That's pretty cool. With my Old Smokey Grill, too, because I'm cooking on the Old Smokey. Anyway, I like Uncle Steve's original, but spicier I like more often. So I don't use the original much, but I like it in this one. I like it as a toned down spice a little bit so that mushroom onion flavor comes out a little more with it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. This is how I do it on my grill. It could easily be modified to do on a stove. You know, you could sear off the chicken in a cast iron skillet or something, or you could easily do it in the oven or in a Dutch oven. And oftentimes I just use a Dutch oven or my skillet, start it on the stove and stick it in the oven, but it tastes best on the grill. Look at that, my favorite grill tool. Got my name on it. If you want to get a Cajun pit stick, I'll have a link below. I'm not sponsored. I just like them. I believe in them. So we got this chicken cut up into the thighs and the legs, and we're gonna put it around the outside of this Old Smokey Grill here. Come on, I want the skin on there now. All right. I should have put the skin side down. I'm gonna go ahead and skin side down first. Yeah, skin side down first. Get off of that. Oh, that's hot, man. All right, now we'll put the legs down. Just like that. They got skin all around them, so I don't guess it really matters, you know? Like that. Like that. And probably one needs to go, well, we put one right there. How's that? All right, I'm covered up, let them cook while I go inside and get the rest of the ingredients. All right, the sun is beginning to set, and it's getting, starting to thunder too, so I need to get this a little out of the way. Look how pretty that is, y'all. Turn it on over like this. Just, come on, don't stick. Don't stick, baby. Don't stick. Whew. That's all right. That's just pretty color. That's what that is right there. Pretty color. Uh-huh. Get that right there. Get that right there. You come on over here like that. Now that, get over here. Like that. You can get right there like that. You can get right here like that. I'll probably move that to the center once I get all the chicken in it. But it's off to the side so I have room for the chicken. That is a 15-inch Lodge seasoned steel skillet, also called the paella pan. If you don't have one of those, you can use a cast iron. Skillet. Just see, I'm looking for my bacon grease. Dang, I might have to cook more bacon. I want to get some bacon grease in there, just like that. Yes, indeed, that's probably enough. You know what? Let's go ahead and get it all around the sides. See, my grill's not real even right now. Let's get it all around the sides and everywhere, all right? Get that bacon grease on there. That'll also help give a good crust to the rice. Now, 1 large onion or 2 small onions or a medium and a small onion as I have here. If you like onion, you know. That goes in there. And we're gonna start just kind of browning this onion up. Just like that. To the onion, adding a pound of mushrooms. Yeah, I said a pound. I like mushrooms. Also, even though this looks like a lot of mushrooms, if you're familiar with mushrooms, you know when mushrooms cook, they shrink up, all right? Plus, I wash these mushrooms with water. If I was grilling them like on kebabs or just on the grill or something, I would not wash them because they do soak up water. But if I'm cooking with mushrooms in a soup or something, I do wash mushrooms, all right? Because, I mean, we're going to be cooking with liquid anyway, right? We'll get all those browned up nicely. All right, been a few more minutes, and you can see these onions are beginning to brown, and the mushrooms are beginning to shrink. Not too long, much further now. I hadn't been stirring them the whole time, just kind of been letting them sit here, but I've stirred them often. You know, I just checked the chicken too. It's all around like 136 to 146. Of course, dark meat chicken, we're looking for 180. I don't expect it to be done when it goes in this rice, but we're about ready to go ahead and put in the rice. Here's 2 cups of rice. Yeah, I put it in a cross pattern. You don't like it, you can lump it. Take it down the road and dump it. All right. Yeah, I know, it's mighty Christian of me to say it that way, but hey, I put it in a cross pattern. That's how I do it. All right, so now we're gonna mix it all up. Just kind of stir that rice all in there amongst all that onion and mushroom juice. Yeah, we're gonna be adding more liquid, folks. We're gonna be adding more liquid and more seasoning. Don't panic. Don't panic. All right, now, I'm gonna scoop out a little area right there in the center. And in that area, I'm adding a family-sized can of cream of mushroom soup. I don't have my reading glasses on, but maybe you do. That's how big it is, all right? Right there, cream of mushroom soup. Maybe I should have put a hole in the bottom of it. Get it all out of there with this ThermoWorks high-temp silicone spatula. I don't usually use this on the grill because it's a little short, but they do have larger ones. But I'm gonna go ahead and just mix that through just a little bit, not all the way through because we're gonna be adding more liquid. All right, come on off of there. There you go. Can's empty. That's a 1.5 pints of homemade chicken stock. You can use store-bought chicken broth if you want to. It goes in just like that right there. To that, we're gonna add Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Trust me, my grandfather was from England. It's Worcestershire sauce. You don't say New Hampshire, do you? All right, Worcestershire. Just a few dashes here and there, however much you like. All right, Uncle Steve's original. As I said in the intro, I don't use original a lot, but I like it in this dish. I generally prefer the spicier to the original, but I like the original in this dish. This dish doesn't have to be extremely spicy. That's about enough. All right. You want to know the exact amount, however much you want, and not a bit more and not a bit less. That's an exact measurement. However much you want, not a bit more and not a bit less. All right, all I'm gonna do now is just kind of stir this around, just like that. Kind of get that soup mixed in there evenly. All right, now while you weren't looking, I continued to stir it to that chicken broth, and look at that chicken right there. Woo! I just checked it. It's all around like 145, 146-ish. It's not done in the center. The bigger pieces were in the top 30s, you know. All right, but look, this is going to be so good. I want that chew over here. Chicken leg can go right there. All right, chicken leg about right there. Need to put the thighs in first. Right there. I'm moving north, south, east, and west. I got 4 of them, right? There we go. Oops, I spilt some. Dead nabbit. Get back over here. Turn it around a little bit. All right, chicken leg. Right here. And chicken leg right there. All right. Now, lift it up a little bit so it might not be on even ground. There we go. That'll work. All right, now, I'm not gonna look at that for another 20 minutes. All right, time stick says it's almost done, all right? Anyway, I don't think it's done yet. It usually takes just a little bit longer than 20 minutes, usually maybe 25, sometimes 30, depending on how much liquid I put in there. Try to put twice as much liquid as it is to, it's not an exact time, you know, but it's getting close. It's getting close. We're looking for all that liquid to absorb. Let's go ahead and check these chicken temps. One thing I like about using all dark meat is I can overcook it. 194. I mean, you can take dark meat chicken when you cook it in a moist environment like this up to 200. So yeah, I'm not worried about that's the biggest piece of chicken, and I'm certainly not worried about that yet. All right. Anyway, yeah, that's some rice under there. We're gonna let that go just a little bit longer. It's usually 25 to 30 minutes, but I like to check it at 20. So that's what it looks like at 20, and we'll come back in 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, been another 5 minutes. And that's about as much gravy as it is usually when I take it off of here. And it's gonna kind of soak back in. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this inside, all right? Got some of these Lodge handles. They work well on this grill pan. This is some of that store-bought garlic pull-apart bread. I put copious amounts of butter inside that aluminum foil packet. And those coals, as they're dying out, they'll keep it warm, and it'll be real good when we eat this chicken and rice. All right, this is that garlic pull-apart bread that I heated up on the grill. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good with that. You see how all that gravy is set now into that rice? All right, let's serve it up. I make this chicken and mushroom rice a lot, oftentimes in the oven. My kids really like it. They're sitting around. We are hungry tonight, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna serve myself that big thigh right there. Now look at that. Look at that. You see that beautiful crust right there? That's not burned, guys. If it's paella, we call it socarrat. That stuff is delicious on here, all right? Anyway, that's gonna be my meal. I'm serving myself a little bit more, get a little greedy. I cooked it and I'm hungry. Bon appetit, buen provecho. I honestly don't know why I'm doing the taste test for you. We make this a lot. My son said, Dad, it's good like I knew it would be. All right, that's how it is, all right? Yep, it's good like I knew it would be. You know what, that chicken, eating this chicken with a fork here. It's always good when I do it on the grill. Just look at me tearing that chicken right there. All right, it's still hot. It's hot. I had to swallow that piece fast. I gotta let this cool a little bit before I give you another taste test. The chicken's good, especially with that Uncle Steve's rub on it. Hey, you need to try this. Really good with Uncle Steve's steak. The bird steak and the original in this. But if you don't have that, you could just use a Cajun Creole seasoning or your favorite seasoning blends that you like. It's excellent on the grill, but it'll work in the oven. You can use a Pyrex dish if you don't have a pan like that. You can use a cast iron skillet or any other casserole dish you got. I often do it in the oven in a cast iron Dutch oven, but it's best when I do it on the grill. It can be done on stovetop too, but it's best when done on the grill. Hey, thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. Gracias por ver este video.